It's 23rd March today, and Pakistan is celebrating Pakistan Day. It's also called Yom-e-Pakistan or Republic Day as well, because on this day, the first constitution was passed. So it's one of the most important day, and its significance cannot be ignored. Because on 23rd March, it was actually 22nd to 24th March, but 23rd March is associated with this day. Pakistan resolution, or it was called Lahore resolution, that was passed. This resolution was presented by A.K. Fazlul Haq, Abul Qasim Fazlul Haq, who was from Bengal. He was called Sher-e-Bengal, the Tiger of Bengal. He was the Prime Minister of Bengal at that time, or you can say Chief Minister of Bengal. He presented this resolution. And in this resolution, the idea that Muslim majority areas or territories should constitute a separate autonomous uh, state, or states actually. It was states, not one state. But later on, the idea of states somehow got changed to one state. So today we have one state. We should be thankful to God for having an independent country. Uh, and second thing is, we should talk about what are the most pressing issues that we need to think about and find solutions of those problems. Well, we have freedom, so we should be thankful to God and to founding fathers and those people who struggled and sacrificed for our freedom. We are an independent country. Second thing is, what are the challenges? Well, challenge number one is Pakistan is surrounded by three big countries: Russia, China, India. These are major powers. We must have strong defense. That is number one. And you see displays of strength like Armed Forces Parade and F-16 and a lot of other things related to defense. So that's a very good thing, because we are surrounded by three major powers. So we should not ignore that. We must have strong defense, strong armed forces. Second thing that we need to have is we need to look at the example of successful countries. We have Bangladesh, UAE, South Korea in this region, which are small countries, but they are Singapore, they are better, and their strength lies in their economy. So Pakistan's economic indicators in terms of foreign direct investment, import, export, similarly, how innovative we are, how many number of patents we have. These indicators, we need to work on these indicators. And yes, loan. Pakistan has borrowed. Pakistan already has a history of, for the last 30, 35 years. We have been running this country on loans. We need to get rid of this. So we need to look at the example of those countries like UAE, South Korea, similarly Bangladesh. These countries, they have improved their economic strength. We need to work on that. Third thing is um, our relationship with other countries, especially regional countries, because you cannot improve your defense and your economy without having good relationships with your neighbors. So we need to have good relationships with neighbors without interfering into their affairs and without letting them interfere into our affairs as well. So regional cooperation, that must be promoted. Next point, that is Pakistan society. Within the society, there are some very good things in Pakistan, and there are also things which need to be fixed. A good thing is, like last week, you might have heard news that was reported in the media, and I also shared on my social media accounts. Father and daughter, they did PhD together on the same date. So that is a very beautiful example of Pakistani people, their thoughts, their mental attitudes, their ideology, what kind of people we are. But we also have very bad news, and that was where a girl was killed. She was 7 days old, and she was killed by her own father because she was a girl. That is the tragedy. So we have both types of people, but we need to promote the first type of people, who want to do PhD, who feel no shame, they feel happy in doing PhD with their daughters. So that's the positive side. But we must not forget that those tragedies are also part of our society. These are our failings as the society, and these things can be overcome through education. And Pakistan standing on education, like our educational competitiveness, or you can say educational comparative index. If you search the internet, you will find that is very low. Similarly, global innovative index, our position or ranking, that is low. Our spending on health and education, our ranking in health and education, that is very low. We are at the bottom, and that is unfortunate. So, as a nation, we need to think about these things, and we must work hard, especially at state level. We must have policies where we are a tolerant multicultural society, and we respect the rights of others, and we don't discriminate people on the basis of gender, caste, creed. And the second thing is we need to work on these indicators. We must develop some plan so that our education competitiveness, our global on our ranking in global innovative index, similarly our spending on health and education especially, they increase and improve, and they will have a positive side. Similarly, our international ranking of our education institutions, that is also very low. We need to work on that too. And intolerance in our society, in some places, that is increasing. That needs to be fixed as well. So we have some challenges, we have some problems, and we need to fix those problems. That is very important, and especially education, economy, and a tolerant society. These are, in my opinion, these things must be worked on. We should work on these things, these areas, so that the society is a thriving society, it's a happy and peaceful society, and we should learn from the example of other countries which are similar to our countries, like smaller countries. I know we cannot compete America, or we cannot compete Canada, but we can compete and we can improve indicators as Bangladesh did, or as South Korea is doing, or other UAE, that was a desert, but today UAE's economic strength is far better, and their institutions like police system is much better. Similarly, they have built skyscrapers, and they have attracted a lot of investment. So we can learn from the example of these comparatively smaller economies, and these countries, and how these countries have been successful over a very short span of time. I think 30-35 years, or maximum 40 years. And still, it's not too late. We can work on it. So I hope you are enjoying Pakistan Day today. It's a holiday, so I hope you have a good day. Enjoy, and I think by now you must have watched the parade. So you must be taking tea, or you must be getting ready for lunch. Whenever you are free in the evening, kindly think about it, reflect on it, that what are the problems that Pakistan is facing, and think of what can we do as Pakistanis. And when people come to us for vote, our MNAs, we should be ready to tell them that these are our demands. We will vote on these demands if you can fulfill, so that those people who reach Parliament, they must know what we want. And thank you very much. I hope that you're enjoying this day. So my best wishes for all of you. Have a good day. Thank you very much for watching. Allah Hafiz.